Hi, I'm Kevin Hill, and as you can see, we're going to do something just a little bit different today. I've got an old rocking chair right here, and we're going to do a landscape on it for a charity auction. I've never done anything like this before, so hopefully it turns out okay. I just wanted to make sure that I brought you guys along with me during this little painting adventure. And if you're enjoying this and you're looking forward to seeing it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more painting videos. All right, let's get started. Now, as you could probably imagine, I don't have a real good idea of what I'm doing here. So we're going to kind of wing it today. How's that? I kind of have a basic idea of what I'd like to see done. Of course, we're going to start with our foundation medium. I've just got this kind of convenient little table. I don't want to get any on the seat, and I don't know about the arms yet. I know I'm painting the back, so I'm going to start there. Let's just drop in a blue. I got a bad light reflection. I have to move my lights around. Everything's totally disorganized, in case you're curious, and you probably are. The normal painting, in fact you probably see the gray, is to my left. So my regular easel's to my left. So if I am standing painting with you normally, I would look to my right. That's where I'm painting this. There we go. So it's close by, but my lights are not set up real good for this. I'll have to mess around with that. But again, I don't think I've ever said it. We're painting with acrylics today. I've got my regular acrylic palette out. Everything's ready to go. And this is very nice, and we'll be sure to seal it. You can actually seal the paint with the foundation medium, and it locks it up real good. It's a very durable finish, so I'll make sure that we do that. There we go. We're going to do a nice little forest scene. I think that'll go over well. I think that's the right thing to do. Of course, we can always sand this. I didn't sand this yet because I just felt it, and it feels very scratchy, porous, but it doesn't feel crazy. You know, it's in good shape, so I think we don't need to sand it. Yay. I don't want to sand right now. But anyway, if I need to stop and sand it, I will. But I think it's going to take the paint just fine. I'll double check though for sure. Also scratch it. You know, I'll purposely scratch it later just to check for durability. I love these little holes. That's kind of cool. It's an old chair. Now I'm just going to go ahead and block in some large areas of land here. And there's not a whole lot of depth. This is going to be a forest painting. Well, not that there's not a lot of depth. You know what I mean. Not a lot of distance. So this is going to be done fairly dark. Now, you know, this is really important to mention. Number one, we're not going to be doing this all the time, just in case you were worried. You know, no, this is a once in a very, very rare, once in a while sort of a thing. Anyway, this is not by any stretch a fine art anything, right? This is not canvas work. This is not going to be sold for big bucks or anything like that. Just for fun, for charity, because a good friend of mine is involved in a charity auction locally here, and so I'm just helping him out is all. So like I said, not a fine art piece. Don't worry about it. This is just for fun. Just for fun. So there you go. I know sometimes it's important to distinguish the two. There, this is more of a craft project that I'm just taking you guys along for the ride for than anything else. If you guys are not interested in this sort of thing, I totally get it. No worries. But it's the same, to tell you the truth, it's the same painting techniques. Just don't tell anybody. There. Cool. So this is just going to be my land areas, and we'll put some beautiful highlights, but I got to let this dry up really good. Lots of foundation medium. That should help it adhere even better to the wood. Great, and I'm going to, down here, I'm going to do a lot of rocks. So let me put some red, oh that's pretty, that rusty red color. Make sure you have depth in your underpainting. Now I'm blocking in our forest, little forest background area. And I don't know if I mentioned it or not, I was looking through the camera and I thought, ooh, those paintings behind there are distracting. You couldn't even see what I was doing. So I moved them out of the way. There we go, it's just I had a bunch of paintings sitting around. They're kind of half wet, trying to not move them around too much. So anyway, I moved them out of your way so you could see. There we go. That's pretty good. I like this. I mean, I'm doing just a lot of this quickly with this brush stamping. And so obviously we don't want to leave it like this. You want to simply, I can draw inspiration from all the paintings around me. Huh, that's pretty easy. We can just simply break these up with, the angle filbert or whatever we want to. Just break them up real good. All right, maybe just, let's keep going. Some trees down in here. Now, after this area dried, the sky area, I went ahead and painted some more blue in because it dried a little darker than I was hoping. I probably put it on too dark, but anyway. I went ahead and lightened it up, and I also, I better not do that too much, make you guys sick, probably. Anyway, I decided to reduce some of my tree area just to have a little brighter sky. I was noticing it's a dark chair and we don't really want a lot of dark paint. I wasn't wanting to do too many highlights up there, so I think that the contrast is good. There, now I'm just finishing up with my little bark textures, and I'm just gonna take some, let's just take some red and brown, a little black, and I'm gonna start picking out some highlights on the rocks here. And this will help to shape the land area, which I think will be good. There we go. You have to kind of imagine as it comes down. There. Yeah, and then maybe over here, probably be more highlight over here. That looks good. And we're gonna need to do probably about 3 or 4 highlights here to get them to where they're bright enough for us. And so they have all the little variations. You don't want just 1 or 2 colors. Cool. So now I'm just continuing to develop these rocks. I'm now really putting on the accent highlight, which is nice. I'm using almost pure white, just tinted with a little bit of our yellow ochre light. It doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Just a little accent highlight here and there. That looks really, really pretty good. Just how it is right there. Maybe just, you know, take the finger, do a little smudging. Cool. So anyway, you can kind of play around with that. Maybe a little bit more of our accent highlight on these trees. Just a little, kind of here and there. Good. All right. A little bit here. Ooh, 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 look at this. Oh yeah, I like acrylics for this sort of thing. Wow, highlighting is easy. It sure is. Super, super easy. You have to do it a lot, you know. Do a lot of different changes of color, but boy, no mixing issues, that's for sure. There we go. Oh yeah, okay, that looks good. Nice. I'm just gonna play around a little more with this. Maybe just right here, make a couple brighter leaves. I don't know, just, oh, there we go, that looks good. We need to actually think about highlighting that water. So let me do it. I got my microfilbert brush here. Just take a little bit of blue and white. One thing about painting on the floor, it's not super comfortable after a little while. That's all right, we'll live with it. There we go, we'll just highlight this. Nice. Decent bit of the foundation medium. Nice, I like the small brush. This works out pretty good for this particular area. And then if we want to do some falls, we can. But make sure, because remember we got this kind of disconnected area, you want to make sure that they're on the board. That they're, instead of, you know, you don't want to start them or stop them in a weird spot. So that'd be the only thing that we don't normally have to watch for. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but I drew a little limb there, just with the little microfilbert. I'm going to try to paint in some leaves. See, I've been kind of thinking today, trying to figure out how to wrap this around. I just think it would be really interesting. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to take a little bit of our yellow green, and I'm just going to place a couple, oh, that's it, just that many. A couple of leaves. Look at how cool that is. Oh, tell you what, should we do it? Yeah, let's do it. We did it right over the front there. Oh, I love that. Absolutely love that. Okay. I don't think we should overdo it on this one, actually. I think we should just kind of go sparing. I'm gonna call it good. Actually, I'm gonna taper a lot of these leaves though into the painting up here. I got more of a yellow green color than originally. That will help. Now with the liner brush, I'm gonna go ahead and, well, not make a harsh mark. How's that? I'm gonna go ahead and just drop in a few limbs. I love this liner brush. The same exact liner brush that I use for oil paints. I just put a different handle on it so that if you've got oil and acrylic brushes laying around, you won't get them confused, like me. That way I keep them separated. There, that looks good. But it works amazing. It's a wonderful brush. Soft and really long. It holds a lot of paint. There. When you get the consistency just right, I'm not joking, you can easily paint at least one tree's worth of limbs without reloading. Just about getting the consistency right. But that looks pretty good. I like that. I'm using a soft gray. I'm not using a gray that's too intense, too dark. Although I do want to be careful about those trees. I'll go over here. Just add a few here. There we go. Oh yeah. Good. And maybe some right out here in the light areas where they'll show up. Good. And then way down here at the bottom, let me thin down a different color. I'm just using water, by the way. You don't use your foundation medium for this. It's not quite thin enough. So just regular old water is good. But let's see. Let's go ahead and just, right here. Start right here and just get some grass going too. This will help the painting to feel finished and really add that extra detail that I think hopefully the people of the auction will like. All right, well, I think we're done. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Don't forget to check out our website, DVDs, and brush line. Thanks for watching.